Hi everyone, we are the sixth group. We to start with the introduction for this video. The British researchers in culture studies propose some important characteristics that are the digital, interactive, virtuality, dispersion, and hypertextuality to define new media in which to demonstrate the convergence of the media and the languages that lend into multimedia in communication. Um, in this video, we will talk about the two very important terms that are digital as the technological transformation and the hypertextuality as to sequential textual structures. So let's start.
Hi, I'm Lina. I'm gonna talk about the digitations concept. I think that it's a very interesting concept. Maybe in the beginnings, digitization was applied to some signals such telephones, also music, but managing to transfer much of this information in just bits or binary codes. So being able to the same in the beginnings to other traditional media, uh, but it was very expensive because the technology didn't exist. So, however, when the new invention of the past of the years, the new computers with more function and were developed. Finally, this process it was finally possible to digitize all types of documents to archives or videos. So this is one of the concepts that I think that it's the key in the new forms of current communication. Authors like a lizard in 2003 emphasized that the digitations process allows to try to reduce the text of just bits, and in order to try to uh, to be the good process to be the information to be easy to manipulate, to fragment and distribute, and finally to the web that within everyone's reach. So generate reading interactive for the users and virtually among users. So this what is the for me is the before and after of the traditional media. I consider that it was a complete transformation and with advantage and disadvantage also, but in communication around the process of the new media. So I think that we can say that in technology transformation was the best basic of digitizations since it was born from the great chains of technology in all in with continue to evolve. I think digitizations allows to tradition and allow a long process that present allow signals are record, archive, and identified so that they sound of look just like the original. So I believe that it was big concept that will grow around the according to the change of the technology or of the future, and it was contrasts for me between analogical and right now digital communication. So it is very for me it's a very step in the evolution of the new means of communication. So but one other things that is very important to talk about is, however, but what is the advantage or disadvantage of this concept? The irritation have a lot advantage, but what about disadvantage? What do you think about that, Linda?
Thank you, Lina. Yes, I think the advent of digitalization was a great advantage for the different media. In the case of the text, it helped facilitate long distance transmissions without losing any information along the way. And this advantage applies to all traditional media brought to digitalization. By them, photographers and designers change their production and editing methods to match digital process and practical by replacing pencils and dark rooms with software. Going back to the text, this digitalization would allow the production and distribution um, of the text without losing their quality, without any manipulation or combination of the elements that compose it. In this way, it is much easier to create and construct text as well as to navigate in a simple and fast way. Thanks to technology, digitalization is possible. It is that which make it possible to translate the analogical into the digital. The author emphasizes that nowadays everything had a digitized process from the creation of a book, radio broadcast, or television shows, all of which use digital technology. And thanks to these advances, now new forms of communication now exist. On the other hand, one of the great advantages brought by digitalization was the decrease in the use of paper. Since everything is on computers or digital media, there is no need always use paper for the different means of communication. Now, news, letters, messages are digital without using a piece of paper. This also make it much easier for the public to access and search for information. Finally, digitalization was a great advance for the world and brought great advantages for communication in general. Thank you.
Okay, due to need for rapid increase in the texture production, Bush created a device intended for individual use, a kind of private machine archive in which books, documents, and communications were memorized and which could be consulted very quickly and flexible. This is where hypertextuality was born, allowing the development of the text with structures that connect with different writers, audiovisuals, and content through the links. In addition to beginning non-sequential writings, will allow the reader to choose the part they want to follow and read machines. You can also with the hypertext network allows access to anything that is registered on the network and to the different page in the web.
Okay, in this case, I'm going to talk you about the hypertext as a text displayed on the computer display or other electronic devices with reference to other text that the reader can immediately access, or where text can be revealed progressively at multiple levels of detail. Hypertext documents are interconnected by hyperlinks, which are typically activated by a mouse click, key press set, or by touching the screen. Upward from text, the term hypertext is also sometimes to describe tables, images, and other presentational content formats with integrated hyperlinks. Hypertext is one of the key underlying concepts of the World Wide Web, where web pages are often written in the hypertext markup language as implemented on the web. Hypertext, hypertext enables the easy to use publication of information over the internet. Also, the hyperlinks are the fundamental element of the hypertext. Hyperlinks are typically highlighted text or objects that, when you clicked, take you to another location, such as another web page or section of a document. So, in this case, the World Wide Web is a prime example of hypertext in action. Each web page contains hyperlinks that connect it to other web pages, creating a vast interconnected network of information.